Hello, all you beautiful people in Webtown, and welcome to a very special New Year's Eve edition of Crypto Comics. And I have something so special to share with each and every one of you spectacular people in Webtown and each and every one of the Crypto Knights of the Long Box. This is a rare treat from the early 1990s indeed, from Defiant Comics, a creation of legendary writer and editor Jim Shooter, who had left Marvel to form Valiant Comics, and after building Valiant, he was unceremoniously shown the door in August of 1992, only to return to the industry the following year with his own imprint, Defiant Comics, which is best known for this comic right here. Also a Jim Shooter creation. This is Pastel Shit, the book. Well, technically it's called Plasm. Technically it's called Warriors of Plasm. We're going to get into that right now. But as you can see, the best name for this comic is Pastel Shit, the book. There he is right now, wannabe Bela Lugosi. Oh no, I mean Jim Shooter, excuse me. But I do think I will read this like Bela Lugosi. Last August, a little more than a month after leaving Transylvania, after my parting with Valiant Comics, I ran into Stan Lee at the San Diego Comic-Con. He said several things that really inspired me. First, he said, I wish there was a way you could come back to Marvel, Jim. You were the best we ever had. Wow. Then he said that several times in his career he'd been through similar situations, and that often there's nothing to do but press on. Then he asked me what my plans were. Start again. Start a new company, I said. Then Stan asked me something that surprised me. How old are you? 4,200 years old. I am as timeless as the night, Mr. Lee. Oh no, excuse me. 40, I answered. Stan smiled and said I was 40 when I started Marvel. By then, a crowd had gathered around us, and they began to applaud. Wow. So here I am again, back with many of the good people who helped me build Valiant, including talents whose names are familiar to you, like Chris Claremont, Dave Lapham, Alan Weiss, Ken Hooper, Johnny Jackson, Carl Gafford, Mike Barr, David Klein, and Mike Witherby, plus a few new discoveries who will dazzle you with their abilities. I mean, to be honest, I've only really heard of Mike Barr and Chris Claremont, and of course Janet Jackson, you know. Everybody's down with the Rhythm Nation at Crypto Comics. We plan to launch 8 monthly titles during our first year of publication. Oh, yeah, well, needless to say, that didn't happen. Starting with Plasm number 1, ship in the first week of August. This is Plasm number 0, so not number 1. We'll also be publishing special editions, trade paperbacks, crossovers, and other exciting projects. However, the first Defiant project is a comic book in a unique form. It comes as a bat in the night. No, it's a trading card set produced by the River Group under license. The Plasm Zero issue trading card set is an incredible, groundbreaking concept that will revolutionize trading cards. The very first story of the Defiant universe is literally in the cards. I hope you like it, and if you don't, I will suck your blood. This special previews edition, that's this, presents the entire story from the trading card set. Though it doesn't include the 46 character and chase cards, it offers a chance to preview the fantastic Plasm Zero issue story, and will serve as sort of a checklist for collectors. I hope you enjoy it. I also promise you that Defiant will be reader-friendly, creator-friendly, and cutting-edge with its amazing pastel colors, very reminiscent of Valiant, where I just left a year ago. Stan gave me some high praise to live up to. Believe me, I'll give it my best shot, even though I'm not actually living. Okay, I mean, that's so nice of Stan Lee to say, but, you know, here's the thing is, you know, you fast forward a month and Marvel is suing Defiant and Jim Shooter for making a comic called Plasm, which Marvel feels is a bit too similar to a title they once had called Plasmer. I want to know how similar it really was. And what do you think, Crypto Knights? Does it actually look similar? Would you get these two comics confused? Let me know in the comments below. So Shooter had to change the name of this from Plasm to Pastel Shit, the book. Oh no, Warriors of Plasm, excuse me. So anyway, let's take a look inside this masterpiece of shit. Somewhere else, outside the imaginary limits of reality.
Oh wow, the main gullets are nearly gorged. Take a look. If you keep bringing in biomass at this rate, the imp will elevate you to Supreme Inquisitor. I'd wager a half flask of plasm on it.
Praise the Org, Centurion. We'll see. The chattel on the hoof seems to be balking before the maw of the flesh thresher. The death of love, the sedition agenda. Prologue. Original concept by Jim Shooter. Concept and characters developed by Jim Shooter and Dave Lapham. Written by Jim Shooter. Designed and drawn by Dave Lapham. So you know who to blame. So they are feeding people and creatures to flesh threshers. You're gonna love this. Pitiful ignorant monodists. Why can't they understand that we're granting them eternal life?
You can't kill us. We surrendered. Have you no mercy?
Quiet! Into the maw, chattel fodder.
No!
Oh, stupid infidels! Trouble. I knew it. I should have pre-mulched these and pumped them into the gullets as slurry.
Fight! Fight for life!
Yes, fight, chattel. It makes no difference whether you enter the maw willingly or if your shredded biomass is scraped from the ground skin and shoveled in. You will die as individuals and be incorporated. You die to feed the Org of Plasm.
No! We won't be gored for your org! We're free entities! Ah! Back away, or I'll kill this one.
Centurion, praise the Org.
Yes, Lorca, yes! Praise and magnify! Ah!
Kills his own man.
Sad about the Centurion. Nice fellow.
He faced extinguishment joyfully. See to it that every shred is recycled. There is no death as long as we remain part of the system. One world, one organism.
How lucky these infidels are to be mulched along with good old Centurion.
The chattel on the hoof makes for nice fresh mulch, and with Centurion being included, well, he adds a touch of quality, eh?
What's this batch of plasm being used for? Ships. The Emperor's commanded that another fleet be growing for the Seekers.
At the Emperor's Armada yards.
We've gotten word from the Incorp Center. 80 million megavats of plasm are on their way.
Lorca's doing, I heard. He's our best seeker. Praise the Org for Lorca. Frickin' Lorca. The Incorporation Center. I hope the Emp is well pleased with me. He ought to be. Take me home, Flyrex.
Lorca, you stiff-spawned puss pump. Let's go to the big game tonight. I'll pick you up.
Well, Naria. No, I'm too weary, friend. It's been an arduous day. Soon. I don't know how I let you talk me into these things.
Good game of splatterball will tweak your passion nodes, Lork.
I've been neck-deep in splattered gore all day. It only makes me tired. Hoi! This isn't the way to the Splatterdome, Naria.
Have to make a stop first. Official business.
Moments later.
Hello, and praise the Org, fellow plasmoids. I am Tex Master Ulnaria. We're good citizens, please, sir. We've done nothing. True, but if I were to casually mention to my dear comrade, the Grand Inquisitor, that you two were secretly monadists, well, he hates plasmoids who value individuality above the good of the Org. No, please, let us prove our loyalty. We'll do anything. I see you have an entire flask of plasm there.
Tell me, Ul, why did they give you what must be the life savings?
Back Texas. Let's go. I swear this team can't lose, Lorca. Bet your head, Plasm.
Betting on Splatterball is as stupid and dangerous as playing it, Ul.
Jiggle the ball. Get score without the ball.
I'll cut off its retreat.
Yeet, 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 yeet. That's the ball.
Gotcha.
Yeet, yeet, yeet.
Here's my bet.
Your brain mulched, all. 1 flask on the gut gas slaughterers. It's booked, sir.
Oi, good.
What a waste.
Not if I win, and this time I'm gonna. In fact, I'm so certain that the slaughterers are gonna shred the storm tuskers, I'm gonna double the bet. My credit's still good here. Dirty punter.
And the Tuskers have captured the ball. Scarrox carries. What a slashing runner.
Scar, look out behind you.
Blah! Eek.
Yeah. Oi, what a good shot. Let's see the Tusker de-enablers fix that rend.
Scar's nearly extinguished.
Mulch him. We need the plasma to regenerate our Gorender's limb. Totally severed. Useless. At least I've stanched the blood flow, though. Grab that thing.
It's slippery. Gore splattered.
Oi, slaughter slugs. I'll take that.
Tuskers regain possession. Eek.
Erkaday, let him slip through. For the love of org, smash him.
Eordelon is the Tusker runner. He's reached the demilitarized zone. He's sizing up his goal rush. But the Slaughterer's goal render is the best in the league. Here's the play. It's a dive to the right. Eordelon spins. Slug hack. The goal render swings and he missed. Wow! Eordelon's in the end zone. He's going for the spike. But here comes defense zone Bloodmaw. It'll be close. Yeek! Eordelon spikes the ball. He's flattened, but the Tuskers win. Yeek!
I lose again. Org's phlegm.
Quite an upset, hmm? Moments later.
Yes, I doubled the bet. And no, I can't cover. But I'll pay you later.
No. It'll have to come out of your hide. As big as you are, it'll cost you an arm and a leg, or so.
Oi, no. I'll be the laughing stock in the plasbaths.
Easy, Ul. I'll cover for you. My credit's good.
Too bad. He's a tax master, right? Too bad.
Next time I'll let him chop you.
You're a real comrade, Lork. Praise the org. Come on, I'll buy you a buzz juice if you lend me some credits.
Soon.
Can you imagine if the amps saw me hopping around on one leg? My career'd be over. Have a buzz, Lork.
No thanks. That stuff muddles you.
Only if you drink enough. Oh, I know something you like. It's at my home. I'll order some buzz juice to go. 'Cause I've got a drinking problem. And we clearly don't have AA on this planet.
At Olneria's home. So what's the big surprise?
A little something I garnished from a couple of monadists yesterday. She was co-created without a permit. And get this, they loved her, Lork. So they kept her. Didn't send her off to school. Raised her themselves. Secretly. So they could fill her head with all their heretic individualist sludge. I had 'em mulched, of course. But little Lejen here, she's unauthorized. Entirely extra-legal. No records of her anywhere. We can do anything we want to her, Lork. Flay her, twist strip her, hand mulch, anything. Since you were so nice to me tonight, you first.
Lejen is free. Free entity. I won't be your pleasure zone. Stay away from Lejen.
You've gone too far this time, Ul. She's a free thinker, not a zom. Extra legal or not, she has rights.
Oh, come on.
The Inquisitor will go easy on you if you turn yourself in. Do it now, or I will. Praise the org. Outside, too far. He's gone too far. Such a beautiful child. Compulsors.
State your name, citizen.
Lorca, the one you're after is inside. Shortly. Compulsor, what's going on here? I am of a command rank. I demand to know.
They are coming out with the prisoner now, Seeker Lorca. The child will be remanded to the school center.
What about Ulneria?
What do you mean, sir?
What did he tell you?
That he found an extra-legal child roaming the street.
What did she say?
She's incoherent and is under the influence of an intoxicant.
Buzz juice.
He force-fed her the buzz juice. And I believe that Every child deserves a chance to earn its place in the org, magistrate, even an extra legal.
It's lucky that you found the child, Lunaria. Some would have been less kind to her.
Good night, magistrate. And hello, friend Lorca. What are you doing here?
I want a word with you.
Huh. You twitched to that sweet little morsel too, Lork. Admit it. Why'd you spoil everything?
For your sake, Ulneria.
I see. Well, friend, I won't forget this. I swear it.
Neither will I, Ulneria. The Coronation Dome in the Great Palace of the Imp. 2 seasons later. By his divine authority, Horch the Jovial, the Supreme Imp, elevates and declares the Honorable Ulneria Grand Inquisitor of the Org of Plasm. Praise the Org! Praise and magnify the Org!
Praise the org indeed. How I've waited to wear this epaulet. Oi, let's celebrate!
Soon it will be your turn to be elevated, Seeker Lorca. Considering your distinguished record, dedication to duty like yours tweaks me.
Ah, look, I see you met the charming Suracine, High Gorelord of the Org, devastating on and off the field of battle. Excuse us a moment, Sue.
Keep him away from me any longer, and new Inquisitor or not, I'll flay you.
Yes.
You two make quite a lust match, Lork, and I happen to know she'll juice you.
I say wallow in it. Anything else, sir?
Ah, speaking of lust, our little morsel should be ripe soon. Legion, wasn't it? When does she graduate?
Your other guests are waiting for you, Ulneria. Tomorrow. She graduates tomorrow.
And of course he's going to go. Visit her. Who are you? Ah, I remember you now. Have you come to take what you have once passed up? If I don't manage to kill you first?
I'm not like that. I'd never...
You're a seeker. You find targets. Worlds to be conquered, stripped and ravaged. Why shouldn't I expect similar treatment? Who would care? Am I not merely another speck of biomass? A cell in the body of the ecosystem? Killing me is only a minor crime. One of your rank could probably get away with it.
You would do well to consort with one of my rank.
You and the Empire you serve make me sick. I wish there were another place to go. But thanks to you, every corner of the cosmos has been incorporated into this bloated org. So I choose to stay here, caring for innocent neoforms, as far removed from org society as possible. Leave me alone.
Is this just like the history of Scientology, or am I confused here? I'm not really sure. Tell me in the comments below.
Moments later.
Did you enjoy your visit, sir?
No. In the keep of the Grand Inquisitor.
He's leaving without her, sir. Of course. She's stubborn, and he's too polite to simply drag her to his lair. He won't give up, though. At first sight, something about that morsel awakened a great hunger inside him, Praetor. I saw it flare in his eyes, and I knew someday it would be useful. This is going to be fun.
Isn't it fun so far? Wouldn't you agree? This is the most amazing comic you've ever had the privilege of seeing.
At Lorca Centrum, days later. Who's there?
Your Zoms wouldn't let me in, Lorca.
So I twist-stripped them.
You'll have to have new ones made. You deserted me at Ul's party. You haven't called. Maybe I should twist-strip you, too.
I've been busy, sort of scene.
Ah, yes. Finding targets. So important to the org. And more difficult all the time. You're so dedicated to duty. I told you that tweaks me. I'm very dedicated to duty, too. Once a target is found, I conquer it.
Va 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 voom. A world in the outer fringes. 12 days later,
They're just going to go find more people to feed to the gaping maw in their planet.
Nice, rich gore for the org. Time to call the Reapers.
yes, time to mulch the biomass. Leach the nutrients out of the crust. Leave behind the iron core. Conquer and strip. And ravage. For the org. Praise the org!
What are you doing here?
I told you, shut up! I've come a long way to speak with you. And I'm a man, damn it. Now sit down and listen to me. Sometimes the truth seems cruel, but it's time for you to stop being a child and accept it. Whether you like it or not, the nature of your life is to become one system, one org, our org.
The nature of my life is to be an individual, oneself, myself, until I die.
There is no death. As long as we remain in the system, we live forever.
Legend is unique. I will live once and never again.
Stupid monadist. I'm sorry. You are a free thinker. You have rights, even to believe in heresy.
What do you believe, Seeker Lorca, in your heart?
I believe in the org, but sometimes I feel troubled.
I believe that there must be a world somewhere beyond the reach of this horrible org, where life is not so desperate, so all-consuming that it must constantly devour everything, including itself, where individuals can live their own sacred lives, where love is stronger than lust, where I belong. I wish I could find it. Lorca, if individuals don't matter, why do you care so much about me?
Why indeed? Lorca's Centrum, 1.3 seasons later. We're searching. We've got to keep probing. Probe. There! Well done, Zoms. You go to the school center. Bring Legion here. Be discreet. Hurry!
Yes, sir.
Hoy, I did it!
Lorca, you're still holed up here? I ought to just hand mulch you and be done with you. I never get to see you anymore. What is all that muddle mess on those screens?
Just research data. I've been very busy. Please, Sue, I've got to get back to work. I'll see you at my elevation ceremony tomorrow, all right?
It's very similar to the relationship between Reed Richards and Sue Storm, isn't it, right?
Oh, I've got to work in the lab tonight, Sue. I don't know even how we have a child when I'm still a virgin.
Meanwhile, in the Grand Inquisitor's keep...
Oh, come now, citizens. You're to be flayed by a bite whip for squandering resources. You'll have to come up with a much better bribe than this extra-legal neoform for me to suspend that sentence.
But he's all we have. Just give up a baby? I hate this planet.
Inquisitor Olnaria. Surveillance reports that Suracine paid Lorca a brief visit. But more importantly, he's apparently sent a Zom to the school center to fetch Legion.
Good work, Praetor. Too bad even our surveillance can't penetrate his centrum. I'd love to know exactly what he's up to. It doesn't matter. Lorca's elevation is tomorrow. Get a squad of compulsors ready. It's time to spring our little joke.
Lorca's Centrum. Later. Oh, I love you. We have to flee together. I have to show you I found it. A place where we can go, where no one will ever find us.
Oh, Lorca, I love you.
I'll need a lock of your hair, so I can create a genetically perfect Zom clone of you. I'll need one of me, too. We'll extinguish them and leave the bodies behind. With luck, everyone will think the clone bodies are ours, so no one will look for us. This is where we're going, Legion.
Oh, what kind of a place is it?
A world beyond the limits of our reality. A world of individuals, much like us, who value their lives. I'll destroy the Centrum, make it look like an accidental explosion. It might take them hundreds of seasons to duplicate my research. By then, we'll have lived out our unique lives and be far beyond the power of the org. Are you afraid, Legion?
No.
Everything will be ready by tomorrow night. We'll leave right after my elevation ceremony. My Zoms will return you to the school. Till then, my love. Until we flee to Earth, my love. Moments later.
There she is. We'll follow him. Let Lorca's Zoms think they've gotten us safely home. Then we'll strike.
The Coronation Dome in the Great Palace of the Imp the next day. I'm going to be elevated. I assume no one challenges dear Lorca's elevation. He's so very well respected, so we'll begin.
Hold. I object. Oh, the Grand Inquisitor accused this treacherous phlegm of treason against the org.
Not Seeker Lorca. That's a nasty accusation, Ulnaria. What are you talking about?
Seeker Lorca is in love with a monadist named Legion. Confess, Lorca. We will mulch her, of course, but we'll go easier on you.
You're mad. Lorca's my lustmate, Imp. I know him very well. He's loyal and true to the org. If this charade has a point, Ulneria, then get to it. I have work to do for the org. Oh, sweetie, either offer proof or go flay some wretches or something.
Very well, my imp. Watch his eyes, my imp. Citizens of the org, watch his eyes. Here is Lorca's monatis lover. Now his eyes will betray him, so watch. Watch for the fire of love in his eyes. Watch this, Lorca. Are you watching?
What's your point? I don't give a shit about that bitch.
What is your point, All? I watched his eyes. He didn't flinch.
Oops. Oh well.
Enough nonsense. Proceed with the ceremony. Later, why do you suppose Earl did that?
Some stupid joke, I suppose.
Lorca, old friend. No hard feelings, eh?
Why, Ulneria? Why?
For your sake, Lorca. Besides, you took her away from me once.
I see. I won't forget this.
Neither will I. Neither will I.
What are you two talking about?
Nothing, Sue. If you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
Always duty first. I admire you, Lorca.
The Centrum, hours later. Legion. It's a good thing I kept this lock of your hair in a vial. Once and never again. That's what you said about your life, that you'd live it once and never again. But I have a feeling you're going to live it twice, baby doll. Not the end, by any means. Plasm, don't miss the birth of the Defiant Universe. Plasm #1 is defiantly presented by Jim Shooter. Clark Smith, sales manager.
Oh, so here we go. So the Dark Dominion was, I think, like maybe their most popular, along with the Warriors of Plasm. Both of these ran for 12 issues, a little more maybe. Pretty big flop here because Marvel sued the hell out of them. Defiant, that is. And forced them to change the name of the book from Plasm to Warriors of Plasm, as I said at the beginning of this video. And while that was not necessarily a big deal, the problem was it cost Defiant about $350,000 in legal fees. And so with their capital extinguished, they couldn't put out their 8 titles a year and revolutionize the market with this incredible series known as
Pastel Shit, the book.
And obviously, I'm pretty sure you can tell right now, if you've managed to hang with this whole video, that we're never going to cover this crap again. But it was the cards, those stupid cards that made the comic, that was very revolutionary of Defiant to come up with. But now you've seen like the story, right? Just collect people and feed them to giant gaping maws. Buttholes with teeth are hungry, so let's go get an entire race of people and feed them to the butthole. Anyway, if you liked the fact that I managed to hang with this whole stupid stinking comic for like 30 minutes, hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. Hit this ding dong so you'll know the next time I review another really crappy comic here at Crypto Comics. And then get off your butt and go out. It's New Year's Eve. Try to meet a girl for once, you schlub. But don't worry, because when you wake up, your boy Crypto will be right back here with a totally new and totally awesome comic book review for each and every one of you beautiful people in Webtown. Right here at Crypto Comics. Happy New Year!